everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a reading vlog of one specific book which I have received in the mail. I am going to wash my hands after doing this unboxing on camera because this is cardboard and Corona is also on cardboard. So in case anything is on this package, I'm going to wash my hands, but for now let me unbox the books which I have ordered. I plan on reading it in the upcoming days and I plan on taking you along with me on my journey. It's one of the books from my TBR list for 2020, one of the 10 books that I told you I wanted to read. It's also a new release, so I'm pretty psyched for this one. It's been a long time since I unboxed on camera, as you can see. Two. How many times? 3, 4. This is getting ridiculous. And Zeus is here. Hi Zeus. 6. I'm not even done yet. 7. Let me do it. Anyway, it's open now. I'll give you the first peek. Oh, you can't see anything. Also, you know, when you order from Book Depository, you also get a bookmark. Oftentimes, I'm the most excited about the bookmark, I will say, but I definitely also am excited about the book. Ooh, it looks really good. Let's start with the bookmark. Don't know how I feel about this one. It's okay. It has a function which is to divide the pages in my book to mark the page I'm at. But is it one of the prettier ones? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Hi, Zeus. Zeus? No, you're not interested. He wants the cardboard box. There you go. Let's hope there's no Corona on it. Okay, so I have the book in my hands. I'm very excited to show it to you. This is the book, How It Was by Janet Ellis. It's a really nice, thick paperback. How many pages? 430 pages. I really can't wait to dive into this book. So as I said, I'm going to read it and I am going to share my thoughts on it as I'm reading it in this vlog. And basically, I want to read this book because I've read Janet Ellis previously. I really liked the other book I read by her, which was The Butcher's Hook. And this one sounds just like an interesting read about family and the 70s, and I don't know too much, but I will find out obviously. Let me just show you Zeus. My cat is like any other cat, I think. He likes the box more than the content. I can definitely feel the excitement that I have for this book. So this is happening. I'm in my couch and I think I'm going to start reading right away, or at least after a short break, because I did just come from work in my office and I need a small mental break. But after that break, this is happening. First, let me go wash my hands. Maybe I should make myself a cup of coffee as well. I think I will have to do that. I need the energy. I just need coffee. I have no excuses. Read you the first sentence before I really get cracking on this novel. Okay, chapter 1. It says, how does it feel watching Michael die? Quite a sentence. I think the first sentence in the book should be intriguing, and that one definitely was a little bit intriguing. It's the next morning and I am 130 into the book. So many thoughts. I will say though that I am quite liking it. I didn't really like it to begin with, mainly because of the jumbled way the story is told. It springs forth and back in time, which I normally don't have a problem with, but with this one it was a bit too confusing because it also shifts in perspectives and it was just very random and very confusing. But the main thing actually that really frustrated me was and is the main character, because apparently this is a book about feminism. It's about this woman, and Sirius is eating his breakfast, by the way, if you can hear it in the background. But it's about this woman who is now an elderly lady. Her husband is lying in the hospital about to die, and she feels no empathy for him whatsoever. She basically really dislikes her children, or at least one of her children, and she just behaves in really irrational ways. She thinks in really frustrating ways, and I don't see why she is like this. I guess it's because she used to be a housewife and she had so many wishes for her future which weren't completed, and obviously she was very frustrated with her domestic life. But really, is that enough to make you this kind of person who hates your nearest family, basically? So I was frustrated, I still am, but I'm also curious to read along because now I'm 100 pages into it. I'm starting to really like it, and I want to get to know the secrets behind this hatred of hers. But now it's almost 8 o'clock and I have to go to my office and do some work before I can actually continue reading. Right, Zeus? Meow. Yes, he says yes. You can't really see it, but I love when the sunset light falls like this on my shelves. Looks really pretty right now. And Zeus looks pretty as well. Yeah, you do. Definitely getting more and more into this book. I am about almost halfway through it, and I'm really liking it. Although I will say it's so frustrating how this main character is stuck in a marriage that she's not happy about, and still she really doesn't do anything about it. She intrigues the heck out of me. So my plan is to keep on reading, and Zeus is going to keep on sleeping. I am determined to finish this book today because I only have about 40 pages left, and I can definitely do that after work. I will say that I don't have many thoughts yet on this book. It's pretty slow going, but at the same time a lot of things are happening between the lines. I have reached a point now in which things are starting to happening just a little bit, but it was things that you saw coming and you were just waiting for an explanation as to what had happened. So I'm pretty interested to finish this and see what is going to go down. Take a look at the cover, by the way. Can you see that it's a kitchen and a phone hanging down? I love the colors. I love the spine. That's just one thing I wanted to mention. I also really want to mention the author's way of describing is phenomenal. She is able to describe everyday things in such a poignant way that makes it very vivid. And I keep on thinking, yes, that's exactly what it's like. This feeling that we all have, but that we can never put words on. This author can definitely do that. So, as I said, I'm going to buckle down later and read this book, hopefully, and let you know in the end what I thought of it all in all. I'm done with the work for today, so what I'm going to do now is to lie down on my bed and finish this book. It's very windy today, which makes me happy because you know that rainy, windy weather is the best reading weather. So I will definitely be able to do this, and I'm out of breath because I went down to get rid of some garbage and it was very windy, and that 10 seconds was enough to take away my breath. So anyway, off we go with my reading. I finished the book, and I would have loved to be able to say that this was an amazing read and that I had so much to talk about, but the thing is, this was one of those novels that was good enough, but I don't really have a lot to say about it. It's a very slow going story about this housewife who does not feel satisfied with her life, so that she starts making some life-changing decisions without really realizing it. Or maybe she does, but she just doesn't really care about that, and then her life starts unraveling. So it's a very slow going story, which I really liked reading while I was reading it, but whenever I put down the book I was not any eager to get back to it. It wasn't like that. So I think it's about a 3.5 star read for me. I did love the descriptions of everyday life and the comparisons, but the main character was super frustrating and I did not like her at all. I think it's very easy to see other people's mistakes when you read about them, but when you live them yourself it can be quite difficult to see them. So I felt like she was frustrating, and it was a good book, but I wish I had more to say about it. I don't know if Suits has anything to add other than to stretch his paw, but with that being said, this is the end of my reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I might do it again with another book, but until then, have a great day and happy reading.